You got two phones on.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the Self-Checkout Show. This is your favorite Christian talk show, and we are back on another Monday night to chat with our friends here on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. Welcome, 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 everybody. So glad to be back in your presence on another Monday night. Of course, sitting in with me is the beautiful co-host, Dr. Nancy Murphy. Hey, Doctor.
Hey, hey.
And
are you hearing anything? I'm hearing.
Yeah, I hear you. Just
okay.
Fine. And we are missing the beautiful Coach Crystal, who had a prior obligation, but she will be back with us on next Monday night, of course. So you don't y'all go acting. Where the coach? Where the coach? She'll be back next Monday. Just like y'all did when Dr. Nancy was out. Where's the doctor? Where's Dr. Nancy? She was gone and she's back now. Crystal is gone, but she'll be back next Monday. I saw my brother peek his head in. Hey, Pastor Martise. So glad that you guys are here with me on tonight. We have been, let me tell you guys, first of all, let me kill the music here. All right, praise the Lord. Let me tell y'all. Listen. Dr. Nancy, you posted something on Facebook and it kind of caught my eye.
Well, what was that?
And struck my spirit. You said that this month was February.
February. It's all about you.
What possessed you to post that?
Well, February is February. And, you know, I've been sharing with the ladies even in my book club on Saturdays, just as we shared the other Sunday at SDMI North Shore. And we shared this past Sunday at Keep the Promise Ministries, the importance of taking care of yourself and about strategizing, doing the things that you need to do for you, to see the differences that we want to see the manifestation that we want to see, to get the results that we want to get. It's all about you, and you are responsible for that. You are. No one else is. And a lot of times we like to point the finger at the doctor, point the finger at the prophet, point the finger at our parents. But sometimes we have to, like I said, even at the service, drive that car on up the other side of the street or up the other end of the road and say, wait a minute, I've got to have some accountability in this myself. So there are some things that we have to do. If you want to lose weight and you want to be healthy, right? We got to push away from the table sometimes. You got to get out there and do a little walk, do a little exercising. We want to see those bank accounts increase. We got to save a little money, right? So we have some responsibility. We need some rest. We need to take that time to rest. It's okay to be selfish about yourself sometimes. Travel, get out there. It's February. It's all about you.
That's not what we're talking about tonight, by the way, y'all. That's just an important tidbit that I felt needed to be said. Hey, Aisha, Miss Sophista Ratchet Chats herself is in the room with us tonight. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, BFF, Minister Nita, all the way down in Texas. Nita. Glad to see you tonight. The rest of you all, let me know that you're here. Drop a comment. Let us know that you are here. And please, please, please like, love, and share. All right. So this is the month of February. And also this, I'm telling you, this came by way of our apostles yesterday. Prophetically, you guys, this is the month of manifestation.
Yes.
This is the month of manifestation. And we are looking for some things, some promises to be made manifest in our lives this month. Hey, Stella, Sister Stella, glad to see you. So I want you to know today that promises that have been made to you and by God, I'm talking about by God. And also things that has been held up that you've been waiting on. And sometimes, it seems like God just be taking a long time to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? But we want you to know today, that as of yesterday, it's been declared prophetically that this month, the month of February, is the month of manifestation. So you should get ready to see some of the promises of God come to pass in your life this month. All right. Now, no, it ain't gonna happen for everybody. It may not. It may not happen for everybody, but it may happen for somebody. And I don't know about you, but I plan on being one of them somebodies that sees the manifestation of
Listen,
one
it
of
is
my
already
promises.
happening. I actually got a call from a friend of mine earlier who said that her sister received a huge, and I do mean huge, blessing.
Wow.
That was, listen, we didn't talk about it, but it's a life-changing monetary blessing. So I'm telling you, it is happening. We have to pour into ourselves, love ourselves, receive, right? And expect it. So it's February. It's the month of manifestation.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Miss Anita says she sold double yesterday, 2424. You know, I didn't even think about that date until I saw you post that. Yesterday was 2424, February 4th, 2024.
Wow. And you know what? It is I didn't even see a post, but nobody else posted it. I'm surprised.
I didn't see anybody else post it either. I actually didn't even think about it. I really did not even think about it. Prophetess Sherry Bean is on with us tonight. Hey, Prophetess, glad to see you. So yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Last time they posted about, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that.
It was December 31st. It was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. And then yesterday it was 2424. Wow. Hey, Keita. And yesterday, guys, we celebrated my best friend, Pastor John's birthday on yesterday. Well, it was his official birthday.
I was going to say, because we've been celebrating. Celebrate one day.
We've been celebrating since Friday.
We've been celebrating since Friday.
And it's not over. It's not. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. It's not over. It's not over. So happy birthday again, JP. We love you so much. Now, also, ladies, we've got some special news for you guys. Also, let me just point out that Nita also did say that it is Black History Month, and we are always happy. And look, they say, I'm Black for Black History Month. No, they say I'm Black all year round, but History Month, I'm black. So happy Black History Month to all of you. John says, y'all with these week-long birthday celebrations. Yep, and it ain't over.
Well, wait a minute. And since we're on live, I feel like I should just go ahead and sing happy birthday.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Nita said, Nita says she's coming for this celebration. Okay, let her know what it is.
Here.
Come on in. Look.
One way or another, you getting this song.
Hey, we're gonna have to do it at the big celebration.
At the big one.
We're gonna do it at the big one. So yes, ladies, we want you all of you ladies, to tune in for a special show next Monday night, just for the ladies. Yeah. I mean, brothers, you can come too, because they ain't gonna stop us. You know what I'm saying? No. But Dr. Nancy, won't you tell the ladies what's going on next Monday night?
Next Monday night, we are talking all about love. So we definitely want to hear from you. We're talking about love languages, and wherever else we go with it, right? We want to talk about it. So how you're celebrating love as we are approaching Valentine's Day. So we want you all to join us, all the ladies, and yes, we want to hear from the men as well. So it's not going to just be a ladies' den. We'll invite the guys in so that we can kind of, go back and forth over who says what and what we feel, what we think.
So it's essentially a virtual girls' night out.
It is a virtual girls and guys.
Plus a few of the guys will be
right. night out.
Comment.
We'll let a few of the
We'll
guys
be in the comments.
Party.
We won't be on the live. We'll be in the comments.
Yes, I'm gonna have my girls Aisha and Coach Chris.
Oh, Aisha's coming back.
Aisha's coming back.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And we'll see who else we pull in with us. We'll see.
Look at this. Look at this.
You're gonna get it with the side of that happy birthday song. I'm gonna deliver it just like that.
Well, I guess my love language would be tacos and nachos from Taco Express. Come on, somebody, 63rd Street, Westmont. Huh?
Tacos and nachos.
My Lord.
We had amazing Mexican on Friday night.
It was really, really good. It was really, man, I'm not, typically I don't think I order tacos a lot when I go out to Mexican restaurants. But I'm glad that I did this past Friday because those steak tacos, I had skirt steak tacos and they were amazing. Okay. They were so good. Nita says she's making some one day this week. Some tacos or some spaghetti. Which one you making?
She's making some spaghetti.
Dr. Kermita is here. Hey, Doctor, glad to see you. Yes, the food was amazing. Great kickoff to my birthday weekend, John.
It really was.
While we're talking about spaghetti and tacos and food, I also want to talk about this. I want to bring to your attention the
I just got me again.
Look, what's that?
Bang, shots fired.
Said pasta salad, her love language. Doctor, you're gonna get in trouble.
I'm gonna get a whooping after a while. I'm trying to stay out of trouble.
You are going to get yourself in trouble.
I gotta get it done.
Get pasta salad. Let me put that back here. Maria. Maria, you know how I do. Hey, Maria, my mama said to me, I think it was last Saturday I was over there. Oh, you look like you're losing weight. I was like, it's just the clothes. It's just the clothes. Glad to have you, Maria, with us. Maria, longtime friend of mine since the Informist days. So glad that you are here with us. I do want to bring to your attention, guys, before we get into our main topic tonight. I keep doing that. Why do I keep doing the same thing? This is what I want to do right here. WTM presents Sharpening Our Swords, the spiritual gifts. We are going back to basics, hosted by none other than yours truly. This will be a month of classes designed to edify, uplift, and sharpen fivefold leaders and lay members. This will be 5 classes every Monday night in the month of April 1st and April 8th. We have Prophetess Paula Dickens, who will be teaching the gift of wisdom and the gift of knowledge. On Monday, April 15th, Prophetess Angela Smith, she will be teaching on the gift of discerning of spirits. And April 29th, Monday, April 22nd, and Monday, April 29th is the prophetess, Dr. Linda Stennis, and she will be teaching on the gift of faith and the gift of the working of miracles. I'm looking forward to all of those classes, but especially those about the gift of faith and the gift of the working of miracles, not just because she's my pastor, but because if you know her testimony, then you know how important that these gifts are when they are in operation. And Dr. Linda Stennis, I declare to you, there is nothing that every time I hear certain testimonies of hers from back in the day, when she was going through her pregnancies and stuff like that, I cry like a baby, because to see somebody truly operate in the gift of faith and the gift of working of miracles, it just does something to me. I'm telling you guys that miracles still do happen. Miracles still happen. They're happening every day. They may not be publicized like they used to, but miracles are still happening. And these classes, ladies and gentlemen, are here to edify and build you up. I want you to know that you all, I think all but 2 people missed the early bird registration. I was giving all 5 of these classes for $80. Now it's all 5 for $100. You still get one for free because each individual class is $25. So if you missed the early bird registration, I'm sorry, because as I stated, there will not be another discount on these classes. All right. So we want you guys to register for those classes. You don't have to wait until the day before that a lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all wait till the day before to register for some classes. Get that money in here, get your seat. All right. Charlotte said food is a love language all in itself. Yes, indeed. Hey, friend, how are you?
Makes you real happy, don't it?
Make you so happy. Prophetess Karen Mickey Evans is on. We love you. We love you. We love you. So glad that you are with us tonight. You guys, you know, Dr. Nancy and I and Coach Crystal, we talk a lot about our friends because we love our friends. We talk a lot about our circle because, hey, Bev, good to see you always. One of the biggest supporters of the Self-Checkout Show. We love you. Thank you for being with us. We talk a lot about our friends and our friend circle and what we do and where we travel to. And because, you know, I believe that when you have true, real friends, I think that's something special that you should cherish. We're born into our family, but we choose our friends. And Dr. Nancy, you know, if you look back in life, the truth of the matter is sometimes we choose wrong. Sometimes we choose wrong. But when you get it right, and you know it's right. Yeah. Right? Minister Kimmy, my girl, I love you. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Oh, Bev, we love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Yes, real friends are indeed important. And sometimes we pick them right, sometimes we pick them wrong. But I'm happy to say that the group that I have now is solid. We are solid, and we know that. We don't talk every day, just about, but you know, that text thread be jumping.
Right. We might need to go check that. We might talk every day.
We don't talk. Well, we talk just about every day. But if we don't talk every day,
this is one person to start it.
Just one.
Five, but one person, one comment.
Today. But you know, we love one another, and it's good to have solid friendships, you guys. But you know, sometimes things happen, and we talked about some time ago, and it's going to tie into our topic tonight. We talked about betrayal before, and Dr. Nancy and myself, and I know John watches. I don't know who else watches this show called The Traitors. The Traitors. Let me give you a bit. If you don't watch this show, it's a group of contestants. They arrive at this castle in Scotland, right, with hopes of winning a large cash prize that's built up by playing different missions. You got about maybe 20 or so folks who are there, and they are referred to as the faithful. But among them are the traitors. This is 2 to 3 people maybe who have been chosen to be traitors by the host of the show. Now, the traitors' goal is to eliminate the faithfuls and claim the prize for themselves. Now, should the faithful contestants eliminate all the traitors, they will share the prize fund. But if any traitor makes it to the end, they'll steal the money. Now. Here is, and I think when Dr. Nancy mentioned it to me, to some of us, we were talking about it, and I didn't think of it until she said that. And it made me think. Aisha said that's her favorite show right now. For sure. Yeah. Okay. Charlotte started it today. It's real good.
It's going to have you in a chokehold.
It made me think of it when you said that, because now this group of people, the ones that I'm watching in America, It's on season 2 now. The first season and this season are known celebrities / reality TV stars. So they kind of all know each other, right? From that platform.
To a degree, right. I was going to say, to a degree. They don't necessarily know the people. They're going off of their previous.
Oh, I know you from such and such. I see what they have knowledge of one another.
Right.
I can say it like that. But the crazy thing is the lengths that people will go to.
My Lord.
Number one, for a cash prize. And what Dr. Nancy made me think of was, especially for the ones that actually do know each other, how quickly you will trade on them and call them friend at the same time. Remember, guys, during this show, everybody is looked at as a faithful, except the traitors. Obviously, they know they're traitors, but the rest of them don't. So the traitors have to play like they're faithful also.
So because even today while I was watching it and they were going at it at the table, my thought was, is everyone really looked at as a faithful or as a traitor?
Good question. I never thought of it like that.
Isn't that something? Because they're all sitting around the table, and while I'm trying to prove myself, I don't really know. Nobody knows who I am, if I'm a faithful or a traitor, and vice versa, all around the table. So how are they? It's the dynamics of this show is just.
But see, that's where it gets messy, because we know that there's traitors amongst us. Now we have to watch people. Now I gotta watch you. I gotta see how you moving. I got to see who you're talking to. I got to see. Now, let's translate that into real life. Aisha, I said that when I first saw that. Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, is currently on this show with Michael Jordan's son, who is her boyfriend. That's a whole nother story, y'all. Maria, it's called The Traitors. It's 2 seasons. It's on Peacock.
And if you really get thirsty and you enjoy it like I did, you'll watch the UK version. Yeah, what else? I've watched UK, Australia, right? And then there's Scotland, right?
You didn't watch all of them.
I've watched them all. Yeah.
So you gotta watch how people. And in real life, y'all. Definitely, Aisha. See, that's the premise of the show. You already know somebody is. You just don't know who it is. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I don't like in real life. I wouldn't like if I consider you friend and I have to watch how you move. I don't like that, because to be a traitor means that you have betrayed someone. And betrayal, wait a minute. Now, she got a glow. Prophetess Mickey, she watching all over the world, okay?
Because that thing, I had to understand it. Listen, you all have got to watch it, because it will really cause you to think.
It will.
And just reevaluate some stuff and just be like,
Yep. And it'll make you think about it made me think about my own life and friendships. Listen, there was a meme out a couple of years ago that said, Peter denied Jesus. Judas betrayed Jesus. Peter you keep. Judas you throw away. And there was a little bit of going back and forth actually on that, because everybody views betrayal differently. Now, I've been listening to, if I have to watch how you move, then we don't need to be friends. See, that's why I want to get into tonight, because
but they didn't really even know. Nobody knows. That's
right. Nobody knows, but I mean, they don't know who the traitors are on the show, obviously.
Know.
And truth of the matter is, we don't know who they are in our lives until it happens.
Yep.
Because the unfortunate thing, Dr. Nancy, is there are some people who are only with you. Thank God it doesn't happen often, but I believe that there are people out there who connect with certain people for certain reasons.
Of course.
And it's not genuine.
And you'll see it just like you're saying, even in the show, because let's just say a traitor is voted off, right? Like we've seen, hands turn. Then they go to the faithfuls and ask another faithful to come and join them.
Right. So
now they've seduced the faithful and converted a faithful who was, with the faithful crew, but now that faithful has traded, and now they're a traitor and playing the game on a whole nother level. Like, y'all, it's just something.
Now, Aisha, this is where I want to kind of dive in a little bit right here. Yeah. Only the traitors know who the traitors are, which is still dangerous because that's the ultimate betrayal. And there are people out there who will cozy up to you, just like Delilah did with Samson.
Woo. See, you go and then turn on you.
Lord. See, one of the definitions of a traitor is a double agent. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes,
traitors are collaborators.
And they're doing it all in the show, Prophetess. They're doing it. They're collaborating. And yes, just like you said, traitors are double agents. And then the traitors will turn on each other.
They'll turn on each other.
Provided the opportunity.
Yep.
Provided there's an opportunity to do it, to knock the other one out. I mean, I don't know who came up. This show is, I'm telling y'all, that's why I just kept watching it, because
this stuff will make you think. It'll make you think, yes, you must get into this show.
I'm telling you, it's going to have, after I watched the very first episode, were you like this too, Will? Like, you didn't know whether to be mad or whether you wanted to keep watching. Like, I was just trying to understand.
I think once I really understood the premise of what I was watching, I think I did get a little mad.
Yeah.
I think I got a little mad.
Who wrote this show, and what kind of mind is this, and what kind of person would do? Because it takes you on a ride. It really does. If you're watching it, of course it's great. It's a good little reality show, but it really takes you on a ride, just like we're talking about tonight, and makes you think about your friendships and, again, the traitors and the level of betrayals. And for what? Because I really don't even want to jump ahead of you, Pastor Will, but even at the end of season 1, when the young lady won, if you watch the reunion, first of all, the money amount wasn't really huge.
Yeah.
For the way they were trading on each other. And so even at the reunion, they were like, well, did you share? And did you ever think, was there ever a time that you wanted to share? And it hurt them. The first episode, y'all have to start with the very first season. Season one was, and I mean, I think that's what just kind of kept getting me to watch it, because relationships are being established by people that were pure strangers. Season 2, they knew each other from reality TV. But season 1, these are strangers who were developing relationships, were developing real friendships, were actually going out on a limb and trusting each other. And by the end, when it was time to win the pot, everybody was pretty much standing there crying, left bewildered, couldn't believe it. And then when they asked at the reunion show if the pot was split, the response was it wasn't really even enough for me to consider that or think that way.
Yeah. Yeah. And Prophet Karen says sometimes you just can't believe that people can be this deceptive. And that's the whole thing.
Core.
That's the whole thing.
Did you see season 1, didn't you, Pastor Will?
I finished season 1, and at the end of season 1, I felt so horrible
Yeah, for that connection, right? I'm trying not to tell it so everybody else can watch it.
Right. I don't want to tell it at all.
At the end of season 1.
Right.
That mother-daughter kind of, if you will.
And this is what I'm talking about tonight, because people, listen, the devil is crafty.
Yes.
He is very, very crafty and cunning and sly.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this is why it's important for us. I'm taking this show and I'm relating it to us in real life and spirituality as well, because the Bible says that we should not be ignorant of the enemy's devices. And sometimes we are, because the spirit of discernment is not in operation. Therefore, you can't pick up on the fact that there is a traitor among me.
Or go back to even Samson and Delilah, like you were saying, because you become so comfortable. And same thing, like I said earlier, because seduction takes place, right? And we're not looking at the moves and how they change and what they're saying. Seduction happens, then you get caught up. You find yourself caught in a situation. Yes, that's how they lure you in. Yep.
Yes. Yep. And we have to be careful of people with words that flow like honey.
Yep.
Because what's your motive?
Yeah.
What's your motive? Well, Delilah, she stroked Samuel's ego and his head, and she did everything that she needed to do to get him to tell her where his strength lied. Whew. She was a traitor from the beginning. Okay. The enemy had used her to find out where Samuel's strength lied. And her words were smooth. And her actions were smooth. And it was a trick from the enemy the whole time. Now, my question to us is, are we so thirsty and lonely for friendship and companionship that we're willing to overlook the red flags and the smooth words? Because some people will, oh boy, a snake is a snake is a snake. They may share,
but a snake sits back, and a snake watches, right? A snake watches, and they watch your strengths and your weaknesses. A snake, my God, I just said this on Sunday.
Thanks, Aisha.
A snake doesn't just attack.
Right.
The snake doesn't just come up and attack you. The snake has watched you before they attack.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's slithering around. It's watching you as you move.
Yeah.
As you do it, and then it just kind of sits and waits for the right moment. Think about a snake. It sits and waits for the right moment.
Oh, that's so good.
To catch you when you're most vulnerable.
Yes.
And then it attacks. Same thing that happened with Samson and Delilah.
Yep.
At his most vulnerable moment, that's why she was able to get from him what she got and able to do what she did.
And can you imagine the feeling that Samson felt once he knew what she did? See, this is why a lot of people have a hard time trusting, because they've been snake bitten.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say a minute ago, these snakes, they may shed their skin, they may change colors, but baby, that's still a snake.
Yes, sir.
That's still a snake. And we have to make sure that as Christians, as believers, we have to do a circle check. We got to do a circle check. And we just pray and hope that everybody in our circle is solid.
Man.
Because on the show, y'all, at the end of the day, I'm not saying a cliche. I mean, at the end of this certain day, every day they sit at this round table in a circle.
Yep.
And they do a circle check. Like, yeah, Dr. Nancy, I think you're pretty cool. Prophetess Kara, I seen you talking to Aisha, and nobody knows what that conversation was about. It seems kind of secretive. I think you may be a traitor. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Well, how about yesterday you had on orange, but today you have on purple, and I noticed you switched your colors. So, right, that's what they were doing. I noticed you changed the way you were talking and how you were responding. Well, defend yourself according to this. Like they're watching everything.
Right.
Everything is communicated.
Everything you do.
Yep.
And so when you get somebody that wants to connect to you out of nowhere, I need you to you got to check, folks. You got to do background checks on people, man. Before I allow you into my life, I need to know where you come from. Who do you know? Do we have any mutual friends? Is there anybody that I could talk to about you? Maria says 4 years ago, I gave up what I thought was a friend over 45 years. And last year, one of 32 years. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go back. 4 years ago, I gave up what I thought was a friend over 45 years. And last year, one of 32 years, I got it. And I'm okay with that. You know, see, this is what I'm talking about, Dr. Nancy. This stuff right here, this hurts. This hurts. When you have somebody in your life for that long and you got to give it up for whatever reason. See, I'm glad Coach Crystal ain't here because she probably say something to me. But I'm big, y'all. I'm big on betrayal because listen, it's only the people that are close to you that can betray you. If you don't know me very well, you don't know enough about me to betray me.
About me, right? I'm not vulnerable. You know? That's right.
So when you have somebody in your life for that long, you just kind of think you're going to ride this life on out with them. And to find out that they are being a Delilah in your life, you know, that's it, Charlotte. People will do you dirty. People will do you dirty. For what reason, though? For what? What do you have to gain by trading on somebody, by betraying somebody? It's horrible. It's a nasty, nasty thing. Elder Karan, glad to see you. Thank you for tuning in. This is why I'm careful about, and I used to didn't be like this. Because when you have been dealing in your life, if you've had to deal with rejection and abandonment, some people like that who still have those spirits in operation are so easy to let people in. And if their heart and their motives aren't right, Dr. Nancy, whatever you have left, they'll take it from you. They'll get close enough to you just to take what you got. And it causes trust issues. So we have to do a circle check.
You have to. I will share that on the entire show, even while I was watching it. And again, I would admonish you all to watch it because it's such an eye opener. It honestly, it's an eye opener, and you're gonna be thinking the entire time you watch the show, just to hear some of their responses, to see how they're playing the game. It's on Peacock for those of you all that have Peacock. It's called The Traitor.
Yes.
Out of all of the seasons and all of the different shows that I've watched, because I've watched them all, only one time, and I'm not going to tell which season it was or which show it was, only one time did I see where they were trying to turn a faithful to a traitor, and the faithful said no.
Right.
Because they were integral. And they had played the game as a faithful. They had made those relationships, those bonds. And the person was like, at this point, I'm not willing to change who I am for that. And I was like, whoa, that blew me back, because everybody else that had been extended the opportunity ran onto that turret and became a traitor.
I want to put this comment back on the screen right here. Be careful who you tell your business to. They turn and tell all of it when they're mad or done using you. Let me tell you right now, Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna cut your tongue out, Pastor Will. I'm just telling you right now.
This right here, this right here is where, you know, let me tell you something. I do not care, because I'm going to talk about my friends. I ain't going to talk about y'all's. I don't know y'all's. I do not care how bad, since we on here, I just use me and Dr. Nancy, for example, how bad we get into it. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to tell her secrets because I'm mad at her.
That's right.
Because let me tell you right now, I know where the bodies are buried.
That's right.
And guess what? She know what mines are.
That's right.
I said mines. God help me. Woo! That S slipped on out of there.
It came on out.
Woo! Oh, and that's a pet peeve of mine. She know what mine are. Dr. Nancy know what my bodies are hidden too.
Right? That's because you were serious. You meant that thing. Ooh,
because that I'm gonna put it back up. That burns me up. If we in covenant relationship for real, I don't care how mad I get at you.
That's right.
I'm not telling your secrets.
That's right. Not
because that makes me a traitor.
That's right.
How dare you get so mad at somebody that you call friend?
Yep.
That you are willing to tell somebody else who's not even in covenant with them their secrets. You are a snake. And there is nothing lower. You're a snake. We don't need that in our lives. We don't need character resumes are needed. I'm trying to tell you.
You know, if we shut that type of behavior down, it honestly will stop. Because most times when people are doing that, it's because they want to look good to somebody else, or they want to be accepted by somebody else. So let me tell you, when all the while, if we shut it down, it won't happen. It won't happen that way. That's how my mother used to do Melanie and I. If I want, if Melanie and I had done something and I hadn't told Mama, let's just say it happened on Monday and I didn't tell Mama on Monday, by Wednesday now I'm like, ooh, Mama, because Melanie would give me something. I'm telling my mom be like, now if I'm gonna whoop Melanie, I'm gonna whoop you too. So you may as well keep whatever happened because you didn't tell it there. Don't come tell it now.
Let me tell this. Bishop Holloway, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being with us, my brother. We love you. I'm glad you said that, Dr. Nancy, because my mom is on here. And Daphne, I thank you for commenting, telling us, telling someone else's secrets because you're upset can backfire on you. And not only that, it makes you look worse than the person you're telling on. Because what kind of person are you? If I know you to be their friend, what am I going to think of you if you are coming to me to tell me their secrets? First of all, I'm shutting you down immediately, and I'm going to let you know.
Trust you. Right.
Listen, exactly. And I'm going to let you know. I'm calling her to let her know what you said. See? This is how you shut a lot of stuff down. That's how you shut. Dr. Nancy froze up on me. Nita said it's a lot of envy too. Yeah, envy, jealousy. Somebody said jealousy earlier. It's a lot of that going on. Some people don't have the integral capacity to handle our darkest secrets. You got to earn. Listen.
That's good.
You got to earn that. Now, Prophetess Kara, there was somebody. There is somebody who we all know and love that said something to me one day. I think Dr. Nancy and I and a couple others shared this a couple of nights ago. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Daphne said, "Trade in the traitors." That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Trade them suckers in. And we're talking about, and this is in regards to this comment right here, and this one that Daphne said. There's a person that had a friend, and that friend was telling all of their business to the other friend. And then the friend noticed, said, well, I just thought about something. I'm telling you all of my deep, dark secrets, and you ain't told me none of yours. And that person said, well, you called me your best friend. I didn't call you mine. I said, oh.
Yeah, that set us all ablaze. We was always like, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the one that's telling all the tea can't really be mad, because if you did like Coach Crystal, I wish she was here. If you did like Coach Crystal said, start them at 0. You know, me and Dr. Nancy, we don't do that.
Right now we don't, because you know what, Pastor Will, when that happened, my first thought was, well, what do you call me? We got a relationship.
Listen.
I need to think about this thing. I need to figure this thing out, because when that was said, I was like, whoa. And it's so true.
That kind of took me for a loop. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, that's a sign, Karen. Yes.
It is a sign. Absolutely.
Sis, that thing set me right on back. I said, well.
Because and that's why I'm like the one that was telling all the business. I'm like, well,
that person was innocent because they really thought that this person was their best friend.
Yeah. But that goes also into starting at 0 too. Because if you can't go in like, oh, let me just tell you everything. No.
Right.
Somebody said earlier, you got to earn that. I think that was Karen. You got to earn that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But that goes back to, again, like we say, that you have to be careful, like you said earlier, about who you are in your circle with. Because when you're in your circle, right? When you're amongst those people, you're not always covered.
Oh boy. Well,
yeah, you get comfortable, you take your coat off, you take your shoes off, right? So you've got to be careful about who's in the circle.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. Give them a ginger ale and send them on their way. No, you can't sit down in my living room. Bye.
You can't.
Aisha said, I'm super transparent, so I have to be very careful not to overshare.
Yeah.
People will tell all your business.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but I have. Don't get too careful. Don't get too careful. I've experienced that. And Bishop is right. Bishop Holloway is right. One of the main things, and my mom used to tell me this. I remember it vividly, especially when I was a teenager. And I will never forget this as long as I live. Be careful of the company you keep.
I think all our mamas told us that, right? Be careful of the company that you keep. Yes.
Be careful of the company you keep.
Yes.
Because I believe also in a thing called guilty by association too.
Yeah.
Because doctor, if you're in a car with somebody who got a pound of drugs on them and you have no idea,
you both going.
Y'all both going to jail if you get pulled over.
Y'all taking that ride together.
And you have no idea what was going on. The spirit of discernment is key, people. I'm talking to Christian people. The spirit of discernment is really, really important to have, because look, something in you will tell you, no, this ain't the right connection.
Yeah. That good gut feeling. If it's a duck, if it quack like a duck, I think even Nita put that on Facebook today. If it quack like a duck,
she did, yeah.
It's a duck. So if something is on the inside saying no, it's a no. You turn and go the other way. Yeah.
So I want to ask those of you who are watching and corresponding with us. Oh boy, look.
The first
red flag. Yep. Daphne said some people you just have to put out your do not disturb sign to them. It's true. Aisha said, yep, everybody not there to see you win. They're waiting to see if you have a downfall. So they listen. I
love it. So they can go tell it on the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said this a few minutes ago and I meant it. Like, how do you think it makes you look good that you're going to expose somebody that we all thought was your friend? That's dirty. That's snakish. That's traitor behavior. But I do want to ask those of you that are watching, have you ever, my viewers, have you ever had to deal with a traitor in your life? I see Maria said she's had two, one a 30-year plus relationship and one a 45-year relationship that she had to cut off. How do you deal with your traitors? Daphne already said trade the traitors in.
And get a ginger ale, right?
Right. Said because everybody, you can't allow in. And there are people right now, Dr. Nancy. Yeah, they are, Aisha. There are people right now. I get it. I don't know if you get it. I know John gets it. I don't know if any other circle gets it. But as soon as we post pictures of us hanging out or us wherever we are doing what we're doing, it's how come I can't go with y'all? How come it's all of that?
Yeah.
I didn't get no invite, and my answer is no. I'm not making nothing up. No, you didn't. Because I feel like what I have is solid. It's a sure thing, and I don't want to taint it with someone that I'm shaky about already.
Yeah.
We don't even talk a lot in the first place. How do you think I'm about to let you into my inner circle and we barely even speak? No,
but a lot of times when that happens, Pastor Will, people are looking from the outside. They don't have a clue as to the investment.
Oh, Risha, hush.
They don't have a clue as to the investment that has been put there.
My God.
The work that we've done, the times they don't see when we fall out, when we have our little shutdown moments. I don't want to talk
to you. They don't see it.
Come back and apologize. I got to come back and apologize. People don't see that. They don't see when we sitting at the table together saying, how much money you got? How much money you got? Okay, let's put our money together. They don't see that. They just see the pictures and the smiles and everything. And so people have to know that in a real relationship, in a solid relationship, and a healthy relationship, there's a cost, there's a sacrifice, there's a give and take. So while they're sitting on the outside saying, I want to be a part, the question is, can you really handle it by being a part? And most times the answer would be no.
Most times the answer is no. Absolutely. Aisha said, I was betrayed by a friend of 20 years and my life lost so much drama when I released her. Thank you for your service. Right. Best decision I ever made. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Risha Tate said everybody can't come. Apostle Larry Tabor, thank you for joining us tonight. Facebook will fool you. See now let's pause right here. Let's pause on this one right here. Because we can make our fingers say anything in a post and it looks good. But let me stick a pin right there and throw this side note in there. This also tickles me because some folks be posting, and I'll be looking like, you do know we know the real you, right? But I'll just let them be great.
Let them be great. Listen, it's their Facebook page. They can post what they want to post.
Because one thing for sure. As they say, what's done in the dark, eventually it's going to come to the light. Yeah. And you have to know that the people in your lives, that's why I titled this Traitors, a circle check. The people in your lives that don't mean you any good, eventually that will surface. I want you to know that. And if you don't mean folks no good, that's going to surface on you too. Okay. Because when gold, how they make pure gold is through fire. Hot, 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 hot fire, as hot as they can get it. And when that fire, when the gold is in that fire, all of the impurities rise to the top. And then they scrape it off.
Yes.
Right? And they burn it some more.
That's right.
Because and that, my friends, is what shows you whether or not you have true covenant relationship. Because for real relationships, for real friendships,
come on,
joker gonna get hot sometimes.
Come on, it's gonna get hot.
It's gonna get hot.
It's gonna get hot.
And in heated moments, you have a tendency to see the real people.
Yes.
Can we talk tonight?
The good, the bad, the ugly. Come on. Yes. What smells good and what stinks. That's the truth.
I mean, let's talk.
Let's
talk. Because they say that when, like, I can't remember exactly how it said, but the point is, when people are mad, that they say what's really on their minds. And I've been in a situation where, you know, if you ever had an argument with somebody and it got real bad and you like really want to prove your point, and you'll say something really horrible. And my friends, these things you cannot take back. Once you say it, you can't take it back.
True. True.
And that's why it pays to not have a wishy-washy relationship or covenant friendship or whatever. You got to have a real relationship with people, because if you have real relationship with people, I already know what will hurt you. And how dare I use that against you?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling the way.
That's right.
Residue, my apostles are here. Residue.
Hello, apostles.
Will rise in due time. It will.
Yep.
It will. It's going to rise. Because you need to know, in this season, you cannot afford any kind of connection.
That's right.
You can't afford that.
Cannot.
Apostle Tabor says sometimes you have to learn how to be wrong in order. Oh,
that's
I like
good.
That. I like that. You have to learn how to be wrong in order to be right. I like that.
That's true.
So yeah, sadly there are traitors amongst us. I want you guys make sure in your free time, go to Peacock. And if you have Xfinity, I think you already have Peacock. I think that's how it goes. I think it's free.
Listen, I don't know. We have smart TV now, so
See, I have Xfinity, so my Peacock is free. But it's a show called The Traitors. I want you to get into. It's only 2 seasons. We're in the middle of the 2nd season right now. But start at season 1, and you will really understand everything that we're saying in relation to this. And I keep bringing up kingdom relationships, covenant relationships, because that should be our goal right now.
Yeah.
Is covenant relationships.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
I like what Apostle Tabor said. Sometimes you have to learn how to be wrong in order to be right. And when you're speaking of covenant relationships, that's so very important. Again, just using our circle, we've not always gotten it right, Pastor Will. We've hurt each
absolutely
other.
Not.
We've hurt each other's feelings.
For sure.
And in that being wrong, right? We learned how to be right. We learned how to step back and say, you know what, I did the wrong thing. See, that's maturity. And again, that's that gold being cooked and the impurities rising. I need to fix this. Because I hurt my sister, I hurt my brother, I hurt my friend, and we got to get this thing right so that we can move forward. And a lot of times relationships aren't tried in the fire like that. Sometimes we just throw in the towel, or we just walk away, or we go dogging each other out. And that's where, it just becomes real. Again, you'll see that even on Traitors happening.
You will. Yep.
You'll see that even happening on there. You'll see both sides of the coin. You'll see them dogging each other out, but you'll also see some of the people crying like, oh my goodness, I got this wrong. Yep. And I feel awful because I got this wrong. So it's a good show.
Yes. And you'll learn a lot watching this show about your own life and your own connections. And again, I have to bring back the Samson and Delilah thing.
Yes, so
because
good.
That's very, very Apostle Tebow, how are you? So glad
God
to see you.
Yes.
The apostle said, how people respond to their own pain will reveal their true character. Wow.
True.
How you handle me when you're whoa. So this how you just gonna break the door in and choose violence like this?
Revelation of truth to me. Good God, that thing right there.
Me when you are troubled is listen. That thing is all right there.
That thing is all right with me.
I might have to, Apostle Tebow, I might have to post this.
Listen, I was just thinking the same thing. Now let me just
I might have to post that.
The message in there right there. That thing is good.
Yeah. How you handle me when you are troubled.
And look, Pastor Will, we're not telling nobody Apostle Tebow said that. We just go.
Oh, we're not gonna do it? Okay, sure. Let's just steal it. Sure. And all 400 or some people that's viewing this, well, they won't know. But isn't that the truth, though?
That thing is good.
How people respond to their own pain will reveal their true character. Wow, that was good. Thank you, Apostle, for joining us tonight. We both love you. We follow your ministry.
Yes.
You and Prophetess Sherry Bean, Apostle Felicia Oliver. We love you guys.
Yes.
What's in the wash? Here we go. That's a paraphrase to what Apostle Tebow just said. What's in the wash will surely come through the wrench. Look, she said, have at it. No, I see, Apostle, I'm not like Dr. Nancy. I'll give you the credit for it.
You're so low down.
She's a traitor. It's also a matter of where you place people in your life. Come on, Coach Crystal.
True.
Some people are not traitors. You place them. Let's talk about this right here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this right here. Some people are not traitors.
Yeah.
You place them too close.
Too close.
Oh.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Some of us do.
Too close, too fast.
Too close, too fast. Yep. Gave him a position. Listen, it goes back to what we said earlier. You call me your best friend. I never said you were mine.
Yeah.
So that person that placed the other one in the category, he never intended to be in. And too fast because he didn't know what the other person was in his life. Now y'all got to follow that because I know I was just kind of all over, but follow it. It made a lot of sense.
Coach Crystal said, start at 0.
Start at 0.
And let them work their way up. Apostle Tabor and Apostle Tebow together, I can't take them.
Dropping bombs.
I can't take them together.
Both of them do that all the time. So, yeah.
Covenant relationships, y'all. We wouldn't have to deal with so much trash and traitors and garbage if we knew how to place people in the proper categories in our lives.
In the beginning,
Jesus had 12 and only spoke to 3. When he had good stuff, that he needed to share certain secrets, certain parables. He couldn't share with all 12, but he had to pull in Peter, James, and John.
And maybe we need to do
Bishop
a show
Marshall is here. I got heavy hitters coming in here tonight.
Maybe that's a show that
Bishop
we
Marshall,
need to do.
Which is my cousin. We love you. Glad that you are here.
Who is your cousin?
Bishop Marshall is my cousin.
Oh my Lord, the Bishop Johnny Marshall.
That is my cousin. You did not know that, did you?
No, I didn't know.
I know
my cousin. I didn't know that was your cousin.
He doing big things out on the West Coast, him and his wonderful family. Jesus had 12 and only spoke to 3.
We need to talk about that even more because we really don't talk about that often enough for people to even understand and or to realize that. Everybody always just talks about the 12, but nobody knows that there was a close 3, right?
Yes, Apostle, I claim
see,
him. I
see, Tabor, I'm with you. That's what I'm.
Don't y'all do my cousin like that.
You said it, so I was trying.
Do not do my cousin like that. I got to get him on this show so he can.
But
tell
only Tabor can say that because they brothers anyway. So Tabor can say,
of course they are. So it. When it's all said and done, I want to keep this on the screen for a minute. When it's all said and done, listen, I don't expect Dr. Nancy to tell me everything that she would tell Coach Crystal.
Amen.
Coach Crystal is her very best friend in this world. Mm-hmm. I'm a close second, of course. But there are some things that she will share with Coach that she's not going to share with everybody else. And that's okay.
Sure.
There's some stuff that she'll share with her husband that she ain't going to share with Coach Crystal.
Sure.
It's supposed to be that way.
Sure.
But there is a people that you should have in your life that you could trust with certain things. But you have to know that everybody doesn't have the capacity to hold what you're giving out, right? So you got to be careful who your 3 are. You got to be careful with that because Peter, James, and John, Jesus had a special, not that he didn't love the other 9.
That's right. That's right.
Not that he didn't love the others, but he had a special relationship with Peter, James, and John. That when he needed to pull away, he could pull away with them, right? Or if he pulled away by himself, these 3 would protect him. They would cover him, right? All right. The truth is, that is the truth, she said. I've taught and written on this subject. This is not a conversation that many leaders make the time to discuss, but it is so needed. Sure. I commend you both for having the conversation. Thank you, Apostle. Yeah. Listen, we believe here, we like to have the conversations that a lot of people are not willing to have. We love that. And that's because, Dr. Nancy, people have questions and they ask and they want to know certain things. And everything you're not going to get on a Sunday morning service.
That's true.
So God has given us an avenue, a platform in which we can talk about certain things like this in order to help edify man. Because at the end of the day, that's our goal. We want to edify man. We want to lift people up. We want to build people up, encourage, do all of that. And sometimes in that, we have to be willing to talk about the hard thing.
Yes.
And we have to be willing to take a look at ourselves and sometimes say, you know what? I messed that up right there.
I messed that up.
Because I chose somebody who wasn't Peter, James, and John.
That's right.
To tell
and that's maturity.
Yes.
When we can stop and say, you know what, it was me, I messed that up, instead of going and dragging the other person or telling all of their business or whatever the case, just wanting to throw dirt on their name. When we're able to say, I messed that up, I shouldn't have done that, or I played a part in that, that's taking accountability and being mature. I wasn't, how about this? I wasn't ready to handle that relationship.
Yeah. That's that. Whew. Boy. If we had people that was honest enough to say that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times on this show, and it's funny, a lot of times we hear the stories of people saying, well, this person did me wrong. This person did me wrong.
That's what we hear.
They messed me up. Oh, they got me all jacked up. But not very often we hear people saying, you know what? I messed that up. I fumbled that.
Yeah. I fumbled that. Come on. We have to tell the truth. I messed that up.
That's why I love a few weeks ago, the first week we had Aisha guest hosting with us, when we were talking about, our parents and shucks, I can't. I think it was resentment, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, resentment.
Where we had so many people saying, I still hate my parents. I still hate them for what happened to me when I was a kid. That is the first step to maturity and to becoming free and getting a breakthrough, is when you're willing to admit, I have this feeling in me.
Come on. Yeah.
So, Apostle says you have a great platform and display a wealth of information for both the body and the non-body. Thank you, Apostle. That's our goal.
That's
we want to reach outside of the church.
That's my brother. Like, I was literally raised with Apostle Larry Tabor.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Oh, well, literally. Apostle, I feel for you. But
whatever. Whatever.
Why were the three so close? What did they do different? That's not what we're here to talk about.
That's not tonight. Right.
We're not here to talk about
taking us down a whole nother 30, 45 minute path.
We ain't doing that tonight. We talking about how to keep the Delilahs out of your life.
Yeah. How to identify.
That's what we're talking about. How to keep Delilah off of your, stroking your head.
Yes.
To find out your innermost, deepest secrets, so that she can kill you with them.
Woo.
That's what we're talking about.
Good God.
Do you not know that there are people assigned to your life?
Come on. Say so.
To find out how you tick, what makes you tick.
Yep.
To find out your secrets.
Yeah.
So that they can kill you with your own secrets.
Yep. And people take pleasure in that. There are people that take pleasure in that. Yep.
It's so sad. I hate it. And in 2024, unfortunately, there are people out there who get paid a lot of money for sharing your secrets. For exposing your secrets. Let me tell you guys, and we're going to get off of here soon, I promise. But let me tell you, he said, how unfortunate. Don't you start.
Told you.
Let me tell you what I did today, guys. And I'm not proud of it, but at the same time I am. Years ago, I would go toe to toe with people for various reasons on social media. And I just learned to stop doing that, because people are going to think what they're going to think anyway. They're going to say what they're going to say anyway. But, and I'm going to say this, everybody knows Archbishop William Hudson III. Everybody knows that is my brother. I am a part of his wife. I'm a part of her parents' church. Y'all know Apostle Kurt and Linda Stennis. Y'all know them. Their firstborn child is Lady Andrea Hudson, who was married to William Hudson III. Okay? Now, Bishop Hudson just celebrated his 50th birthday down at the Sheridan. And there was, oh my God, hundreds and hundreds, probably about 700-800 people there. Flew all in from around the country, some outside of the country, to come and celebrate, right? Y'all, it's a party. And according to one of the staff members there, Archbishop was making his way through the crowd to go and speak to folks on the other side of the room that he had not yet had a chance to speak to. In him doing that, my sister Ebony, who was on the praise team there, she was recording a video, in the crowd, everybody dancing, whatever. And Arch came through as he was walking through, and he stopped and he danced with them. If that's what you want to call a dance, I love you, Arch, but that ain't your thing. And it was literally a 10-second video.
Don't say they get flash backlash because of that.
Viral because this y'all archbishop who dancing to this. This is who y'all chose to lead y'all.
See, no.
Oh,
I'm so glad I didn't see any of that.
But today I had time. I had time today. And what made me sad, and this, I'm bringing this up because this is what I'm talking about, a circle check. Are there traitors among you? Because I saw some people in these very comments who typically would say how great of a man of God he is. And, I got miracles going to this church and this, that. He saw this, he saw that. But now that a social media influencer has posted this and said, I shouldn't be doing, I don't see how he doing that. And he fickle, fake.
No, we have to do better. I just don't understand.
It annoyed me so. And I don't even go to that church.
It was
but
his
I love him. That is my brother.
It was his birthday party. What was he supposed to be doing?
Let me tell you, in case you didn't know, I'm turning 50 this year. I'm having a party too. Guess what's not going to be played? Gospel or Christian music.
Listen.
Understand that.
Because we wasn't playing none of that in mine.
And the day after my birthday party, I'm still going to be past the wheel.
Come on. I'm so confused by it all.
No, Dr. Nancy Wonderlay said, you call yourself a pastor. We not even Facebook friends, man. How do you know me?
See?
No. You got to check your people, man. You got to check. People are checking for you whether you know it or not. Yes, Charlotte, it was Apostle Tabor, it was crazy because we put people on these pedestals, and when they do something that we deem that we don't like, now we got to send them to hell. No. We don't. Jesus rode into Jerusalem.
Just really, I don't even know where that has come from. Tabor, you really need to do something about that, or we need to do a show on that. Because that's just ridiculous. It's a birthday party. What are we supposed to be doing at a birthday party? It's just like when you're on vacation. I don't understand the people. I'm not even saying the church, but the people who don't know how to live their live. Yeah. The Lord wants us to live too.
We must be free from the seduction of flattery. It's a wicked nature. These words people say have no roots, which is why they can switch up something. Man.
It's at an all-time high. I can't take it.
And that annoys me. I was about to say, during the last week of Jesus's life, when he rode into, they call it the triumphant entry, when he rode into Jerusalem, what were they saying?
Hosanna, Hosanna. And a few days later, it was crucify him. Come on. Same people. Putting palm down.
And do you not know that there are some of these people in our churches, and they ain't going nowhere. They're going to stay right there. It's sad.
And even, I'm going to use us again. I'm going to use our little circle, our little crew.
Look, my apostles have spoken. We were there. There was no sin in the party. There. And we know it wasn't no sin because they wouldn't have been there.
They was there.
Right.
But we have a good time in our crew. And we are not crazy to believe, Pastor Will, that a lot of people, or that I don't even say a lot of people because I don't want to make it seem like we just all that, but the people that want to, or the people that have said, we kind of
are, but go ahead.
That they want to come hang out with us. Some of the people really may want to come, but then there are some that just really want to see.
They just want to see.
So they can have something to bring back and take back too. Well, there's nothing there. Let me just help y'all know that. There's nothing there. We have good, what our apostles say, we have good, clean fun. Look, there go Crystal. We have good, clean fun. We cover each other. We make sure each other's okay. And we come on back home. Mm-hmm. Period. Is what it is. We know who we are.
Yep. Pastor Marti said you all are talking about the people that have the rights and keys to send you to hell. LOL. They are non-factors. That's true. They are indeed just that. I just want you to know that, well, before I want you to know something, they'll eat at your dinner table and still throw the dagger if they can get some silver coins out of the betrayal. Do you hear me?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You hear me?
And that's why everybody can't sit at my table.
Everybody cannot. I'll give you a ginger ale. And you can go on your way.
Go about your way. Thanks, Daphne.
Daphne, I needed that one tonight.
We're going to give them a ginger ale and cinnamon.
You have to, while we're here, let me just throw this back out there at you guys. I really, really want you. Listen, right here, if you look down at the bottom of this in the gold part, April 15th, the gift of discerning of spirits. And even before that, the gift of wisdom, the gift of knowledge. Listen, God ain't, and I said ain't, God ain't gonna let nothing and nobody sneak up on you.
He said in his word, he said, I won't have you ignorant.
Come on.
Of the enemy.
What you have, what you need to be able to weed this stuff out is already in you.
We've got to pay attention to it.
The gift of knowledge, the gift of wisdom, the gift of discernment of spirits, they all work together. You have to be cognizant of who is in your circle, in your life. Again, Apostle Tabor said it earlier. Jesus had 12 disciples, but when it got heavy, he pulled away only 3. Okay? You have to be careful. You have to be careful. And you pastors, you senior pastors that are on here, I'm telling you what I know. Everybody cannot handle your human moments.
Come on,
you have to have your Peter, James, and John.
You have to have
the capacity to hold that and know how to deal with that accordingly. Everybody can't handle you.
Everybody cannot. Everybody cannot.
Dr. Nancy, Dr. Nancy's a senior pastor. I'm saying it to her too. Everybody can't handle her and her humanity.
So I thank God for my crew. That's right, because you can't. It's a lonely walk, and we say this often when we're together. It's a lonely walk. So to have each other, to have what we have, we value it, and we do.
She said, I just celebrated my 60th last year. We had a blast. Watch out for 70. Why you got to wait to 75 to celebrate again, man?
Because that's the next big one. Well,
no,
65.
65.
Yep.
No,
we're going up. When I turned 55, we getting at 55. 50 was a whole year. Then 51 was just a month.
Let me tell you.
I don't know what's
y'all don't know. Coach Dr. Nancy celebrated every month. From January 2023 to January 2024, which was just a few days ago, and I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right. You have to stand in observation of people. Coach Crystal said. We're so glad that you guys came and joined us tonight. Listen. Let me please don't go just yet. Let me put this back on the screen. If I didn't invite you guys, I want to invite you to these wonderful, wonderful classes that we are having. We are hosting here on WTM. Sharpening our swords to spiritual gifts. We are going back to basics. And this is a month of classes designed to edify, uplift, and sharpen fivefold leaders and lay members. We have Prophetess Paula Dickens, who will be teaching the first 2 classes, and those classes are the gift of wisdom and the gift of knowledge. And then we have Prophetess Angela Smith, who will be teaching the gift of discerning of spirits. And finally, my co-pastor, Dr. Linda Stennis, the gift of faith and the gift of the working of miracles. The month of April, every Monday night in the month of April, individual classes are $25. All right. But if you do register for all 5 classes, we will give you one of those classes for free. So you can get all 5 classes for just $100. $100. We would that you would be a blessing to the ministry. If you cannot attend, or if you just don't want to attend, just say that and say, you know what, Pastor Will, I believe in your ministry. I believe in what you're doing. I want to sow a seed into WTM. You can do that. The ways to do that are scrolling across your screen right now. Cash App W Taylor Ministries, or you can Zelle the phone number that you see. So we thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This is a show that makes you check your heart, to check your posture, and to check the people that you have around you. Check the people that you have around you. It is very, very vital in this hour that you have the right people in place in your life. We don't have time at our age. We don't got time to be replacing people and friends. I ain't got time for that.
No, me
either you with me or you against me.
Period.
Okay. Now, on the other hand, we can be cool. We can be cool. I'm not letting you all the way in, but we can be cool. Everybody didn't get to go to the Holy of Holies. Only certain ones could go in there.
Now that's a whole nother conversation. Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A whole nother one. Stop.
Everybody don't get to go in. Everybody don't get to go in.
And everybody don't get to come out either. Now I done told you, stop.
Well, some of them that went in didn't come out. They dropped dead because they should have never been in there in the first place.
That's what
I'm saying. Hey, listen, if you want to share with us with the classes, send a seed, or if you don't, just send a seed anyway tonight. Send a seed tonight. Yesterday, Minister Nita, she said the date was 2424. Won't you send a $24 seed to be a blessing to WTM tonight? Do that tonight. We love you. We appreciate everything you do. Ladies, don't forget, next Monday night, Dr. Nancy, tell them about it.
It's all about us, girls. And we'll let a few of the guys come in and chit-chat with us too. But come on and join us right here. We're talking all things love, and I can't wait.
It's going to be good. We'll see you back next Monday night, 7 p.m. Dr. Nancy and Coach Crystal are going to have some of their girlfriends come and join them tonight. Next Monday night. I won't be here.
Him out.
I'll be busy, all right?
Yeah, we took over.
I'm going to be in the comments clowning them. That's what I'm going to be doing. Hey, I love y'all. This is the Self-Checkout Show, your favorite Christian talk show where we take an honest look at what's in our hearts, minds, and spirits. I'm Pastor Will. That's Dr. Nancy. We'll see you guys next week, 7 o'clock p.m. for Love Night with the girls. We'll talk to y'all next week. Good night, everybody.
Bye.